Welcome to Uptime Health. If you're seeing this video, that means that your organization has made the change to automating compliance and equipment management. Upon logging into the UptimeController, you have a couple resources immediately on the top right-hand side of the screen. You have a downloadable guide that will walk you through step-by-step every feature in the platform and how to utilize those. You'll also have a help center here on the right-hand side, which is the blue question mark. Here you can directly chat with our operations team and get any assistance that you may need, as well as go through how-to videos here, depending on the section you're looking for. The first page that will pop up upon logging into your account is your facility management page. Here you'll see any facilities that you're assigned to, the areas, devices, and compliance associated with that specific facility as well. Within each facility, you have a breakdown of areas. Dependent upon your facility's makeup, these areas would be located here. Each device would be associated with an area. To view your devices on a larger scale, you can go to your device management section here. Each piece of equipment will have an asset ID number, which is a unique tag number that is located on the piece of equipment, as well as an equipment make, model, category, and any pertinent information that your team has provided us. Within each device record, you can quickly view a snapshot of all of the tasks that have been completed against that piece of equipment, any work orders, scheduled preventive maintenance, as well as documents that are associated. If your management has approved, then your team can request a repair directly through the device view. What this does is it allows you to view the last work order that had been completed on the piece of equipment, any costs associated with it, and create a new request, documenting what type of service this is, the description of the issue, priority, and the technician that you'll be dispatching. Upon opening that work order, it will allow you to view and directly communicate with the technician within that work order. You'll also get SMS text messages as well as emails with any updates that may occur. Here you can directly chat and assign attachments, view the device information, the requester information, as well as the technician business information and specific technician assigned to the work. Keeping in mind that you should only be managing work orders if your manager has given you approval to do so. In our automated tasks section, your tasks that have been assigned to the group that you're assigned to will populate here. What that means is that if your organization has broken your team into different groups, for example, medical assistants, nursing staff, or managers, then your team will only see the tasks that are associated with your job responsibilities. You can also select a specific due date range, group, or task category that you want to filter this information by. If you select a facility, keep in mind that this facility will stick in place until a new one is selected. You can also filter the tasks by task title or description. So if we're wanting to complete all our AM refrigerator task for today, we can put AM. It's going to populate that, and we're going to look at the location that it's associated with. Here, we're going to complete the AM refrigerator temp for the Needham location by selecting the blue check mark on the right-hand side. Here, we're going to document the information and ensuring that this specific task is falling within the description of what our managers are expecting. For this example, range of what has been identified as within compliance. So we can just go ahead and complete the task. In the circumstance that that task or subtasks are not within compliance of what your manager is expecting based on your description of the task, we can document a corrective action and add a note as to what we had to do to correct that. If your team has unique logins, then you are not required to initial at the end of this task. It will auto-stamp your name and date the task had been completed. You can also upload an image or a PDF. For example, if you have an audio meter calibration and you need to upload a receipt, you can do that here and it will post to this specific task. Once done, you can complete a task, or if you want to select Save, you can always come back and view this information and then complete the task once you've completed your documentation. We do also have a Not Complete button, which will only be used in the case that your facility is generally closed and you cannot complete the tasks for that day, or if the equipment associated with the task is out for repair and you cannot complete that. What this will do is it will document that that task was acknowledged but not completed, so you need to add the notes as to why it was not completed here. For this example, we're going to complete the task, and it has now posted to our compliance dashboard. We also have an overdue section where our tasks will move and highlight in red to create a sense of urgency for your team. These tasks still need to be completed to stay within compliance, but we do understand that sometimes your facilities can get very busy and backlog. Just go in and complete that task just as you would in the to-do section and document any notes you feel pertinent to that. Once completed, they will move over to our compliance dashboard where our managers can view the compliance at each location. We want to make sure that our compliance scores stay above 90% at all times. You can filter this section by your date range you're looking for, as well as any other information associated with those tasks. Again, you can search by task name or description if you're looking for something very specific. Here we can see all of the tasks that have been completed, who they have been completed by, as well as any notes or corrective actions associated with each. If you want to view that task and all of the notes within, you can select the blue eyeball and it will populate here. You can also see any tasks that have been marked incomplete and pending tasks. So if your compliance score is low, for example, our South Dennis location is at 22%, then we can see that we have 19 pending tasks at this location. Those tasks are highlighted in red and need to be documented or completed by you as if they were completed or not completed, depending on what actually happened in that circumstance. You can also document your QC logs, going to your logs run section. These logs are those logs that you would perform when you're running controls on a new shipment or lot number. You would select the type of log, the facility associated, as well as the area. It will walk you through the instructions and give you step-by-step how to complete that specific log. You need to document all of the pertinent information that you would have documented on your paper log. Here you can sign off and complete by documenting corrective actions if needed. Were the results acceptable? And it will auto-stamp your initials if you have an individual account. If you do not, please make sure that you place your initials here so that your manager can associate each log with who is completing it. If we click Save, we can start a new log by selecting Start Again, or we can move over to our compliance dashboard to view the logs that have been completed. Here we can filter by log type, facility, device, and who it was performed by, as well as a date range. Once this information is selected, then we can actually pull a report, selecting the report button and sending it to our mail or exporting it to our Excel. If we want to look at a specific date range, for this example, we'll do March the 1st through today's date, we can see a snapshot of all of the logs that have been completed, the last 20 logs and their notes and who completed them, as well as any logs that require corrective actions. The last section I want to show you is your account section, which you'll be prompted to complete upon logging in for the first time. Here you want to document your personal information, making sure that your name is correct and documenting your phone number. You also want to toggle on your email notifications if they have not been yet. These notifications will alert you to what tasks need to be completed for that specific day. If you have any questions or need any assistance in setting up your account or documenting your compliance tasks, logs, or managing your equipment, please reach out to our team at any time at onlinesupport@uptimehealth.com.